Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the K.O.W. Reign of Kings kickoff show. Of course, tonight, every title on the line, with the exception of the K.O.W. women's title that was defended on Sunday. Again, in case you did not watch that show, Kayla May victoriously defending her women's title against Sam Kent. So, still the face of the women's division is Kayla May. We have a huge card for you tonight across not only the kickoff show, which is going to be over the course of the next hour, but also the main card tonight that will be kicking off hopefully about 10 o'clock, give or take. So we are just 57 minutes away from the main show kicking off for Reign of Kings kickoff show. Of course, tonight we have a huge main event when the K.O.W. Heavyweight Championship is on the line as Dylan Styles defends his K.O.W. Heavyweight Championship against Trey Dexon. Then, of course, we have in the kickoff show, we have the K.O.W. Infinite Championship is on the line as David Reich defends his K.O.W. Infinite Championship against Adam Mays, the man responsible for attacking him backstage. So, there's a lot going on tonight, and you're not going to want to miss any of the action. Of course, the action does kick off for the pay-per-view event with our kickoff show. Obviously, the first match of the kickoff show will be a women's tag team extravaganza match. Faye Obey and Sarah Gobb take on Aaron Cassidy and Morgan Shea. Now, of course, Aaron Cassidy and Morgan Shea, the only one of these two teams to score any points in the A block of the tag team extravaganza. And so, naturally, Faye Obey and Sarah Gobb might have a little bit of work to put in tonight moving forward. Alright, so let's continue on with our card. Also tonight, we have the tag team titles on the line as the Neon Knights defend their tag team titles against the Sages of Savagery. Of course, the Sages of Savagery were defeated in the tag team tournament where the Neon Knights won the titles in the first place. And so, naturally, this rivalry has been quite heated. So, that and a couple more matches that are yet to be announced on the card tonight for K.O.W. Reign of Kings kickoff show has already began, and we're moving towards our main event. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's take it down to the ring where we're going to get ready for our first match of the kickoff show, the first of two matches, as Faye Obey and Sarah Gobb look to put their first 2 points on the board against a team who did get 2 points in very controversial fashion. Of course, Aaron Cassidy and Morgan Shea scoring their first 2 points by a count-out victory over Juma Sims and Jalen Baden in the A block. So both of these female teams, relatively yet to win in a pin or submission situation and get points on the board. Obviously, Faye Obey and Sarah Gobb hope to turn that around, but of course, only time will be able to tell. And tonight's K.O.W.'s official Reign of Kings theme song is Believer by Imagine Dragons, of course. The amazing song available out there for you all to find, I'm sure. And it's going to be interesting moving forward, as this is the first match of the women's B block tournament. Of course, still many matches to go in the B block, and not to mention several more blocks. And here we are in beautiful Honolulu, Hawaii, for K.O.W. Reign of Kings. First match of the pre-show. I'm excited. Big card. A lot of titles on the line. Could be some new champions, or there might not be any new champions. Of course, these 4 women battling for a chance at the women's tag team titles in an upcoming pay-per-view. And tonight, there will be not 1 but 2 women's tag team extravaganza matches. So we'll get halfway through the B block tonight alone. Obviously, you're going to want to join us Friday and Sunday for all the fallout of Reign of Kings after everything that's happened. You know, we'll get to see what happens next after the events of Reign of Kings on our weekly shows, both Friday and Sunday, so you're not going to want to miss that. And now, K.O.W's partner, Sarah Gobb, sold out arena here in Honolulu for the first ever K.O.W. pay-per-view, Reign of Kings. Look at that. Sarah Gobb, excited that she got to be here for the first ever pay-per-view. Of course, her team not scoring any points in the first round, but anything is possible. Still a lot of matches yet here in this tag team extravaganza. Teams who didn't get points in the A block could entirely get points in every other block and still win the opportunity at the tag titles. Teams who got points in the A block may fall short of the titles, but we won't know because that's still a long way out as we introduce their opponents. Morgan Shea, of course, one half of the team who's had 2 tag team victories, both victories coming by countout. A lot of people questioning whether Morgan Shea and her partner Aaron Cassidy can actually win a match without having to take some shortcuts or take the easy way out through a countout victory. And of course, Morgan Shea taking her time, making her opponents wait, perhaps some mind games going on. And Morgan Shea, of course, the power and strength of this duo, whereas Aaron Cassidy, the speed and agility. So naturally tonight, these two could potentially get their first legitimate points through a pinfall or a submission, although K.O.W. has been very good in competition lately. And we are still just a few minutes out from the main card's kickoff, 49 minutes or so, as this match will be the first of 2 matches tonight. The next match could be thrilling. You'll want to stay with us for that. And here we go. Aaron Cassidy making her way to the ring. Now, if you want to watch the main card after the kickoff is over for K.O.W. Reign of Kings, you're going to want to join us on twitch.tv/ThePurpleSherman, where we will have the main card, which includes the K.O.W. World title match and the tag team title match, along with 2 other matches for a total of 4 matches on the main card. And here it is, Aaron Cassidy, cocky and arrogant. She has every right to, as her and her partner Morgan Shea are the only 2 women in this match to have any points going into it. Here we go. K.O.W. and Morgan Shea to start it out. And there's the bell. Oh, big clothesline. Stomping all over Morgan Shea. Irish whips her to the ropes. Coming back. Oh. Oh. Didn't even phase Morgan as she picks up Faye and... Oh. And here we go. Of course, Morgan picking up Faye. And bringing her down with that side Russian leg sweep. Now picking her up. And sends her into her corner. Some good tag team wrestling, but Faye has a counter to it. As she drops a big side slam on Morgan Shea. And now goes to make the tag after taking a little bit of a big punch on Morgan. Actually saving Sarah there. Sarah, the smaller of the two. Oh, a big backbreaker. And of course, sends her into her corner. Oh, big forearm. And of course, Morgan is now down in the middle of the ring. Sarah going up high, goes for the splash, but misses. Big mistake for Sarah. Oh, big elbow. Another big elbow. And a final big elbow. Putting Sarah down, and Sarah needs a breather for just a few seconds. As Aaron Cassidy comes in. Sarah comes in. Oh, Aaron has a counter for Sarah. Picks her up. Oh, big face buster. And now it's just doing what she wants with Sarah. Goes up for a big Hurricane Rana. On the ropes. Rolls her up. Not even a 1 count. And of course, as we've said before, this is a true test. Oh, big counter from Aaron. But Sarah is ready for big suplex. And of course, now picks her up. She's going to try to put her in her corner again. And makes the tag. Some double team action. Oh, big punch to the gut from K.O.W. Oh, followed by a big side slam. Goes for the first pin of the contest. 1. Only a 1 count. Oh, big kick to the back. And now picks her up. Keeping her in her corner. It's a smart play. Oh. Drops her on her face in the corner. And power bombs her down. Oh, big elbow. Just stopping all momentum. Aaron might have been able to get there. Just works the neck and head. Already some beautiful action going on between Faye, Aaron, and their teammates in this first match of the kickoff show. Oh, big suplex. And Faye just staying on her. Smart wrestling. Goes up to the second rope after taking some time. Oh, big knee to the face. Goes for the pin off the knee. 1, 2, and Aaron, of course, kicks out. Sends her to the ropes. Oh, big elbow. Picks her back up. Uh-oh. Looking for it. Perhaps. Yes, big draping DDT. Calling for it. Will we see a stop and obey? Perhaps. Stop and obey! Stop and obey! Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Morgan Shea breaks it up. And Faye not wasting any time, staying on Aaron. Sends her to the ropes and another big elbow to the face. Grabs her by the foot, but Aaron has a counter with the big enziguri. Now Aaron picking her up. Might be smarter for Aaron to get a tag here. She does get the tag to Morgan Shea. Morgan going up to the second rope and works the arm. Big counter from Faye, though. Immediately taken over. Big fall away slam. And now picking up Morgan. Picks her up even more so in a fireman's carry. What's she looking for? Oh, hangs her up. But Morgan is ready. Perhaps playing a little possum for Faye there. No. Faye stops the big suplex attempt. Couple of punches. Oh, and lays her out. Now sends her into the corner. Perhaps looking for something big in the corner. Sets her up top. But Morgan has a counter. Goes for it. Oh! Big punch. Big punch out of the air. Now dragging her away and into her corner. Some smart tag team wrestling. As Faye rolls out to meet Aaron, but Aaron has a counter for it. Did not catch Aaron by surprise. As the two begin beating down Faye on the outside. Ref's count beginning. Sends Faye into the ring. And now she slides in. Perhaps they want a legitimate victory here. Stop and obey out of nowhere. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Morgan Shea saving the day for her team and paying for it from Sarah. Goes for the pin again, but Morgan stops it because Sarah just couldn't keep Morgan tied up. Big DDT from Sarah. Sends her into the rope. Oh, big elbow. Picks her up and sends her into her corner. Tags in Sarah. Perhaps this is bad, very bad for Aaron Cassidy. Her partner incapacitated. 2-on-1 situation. Sarah going up to the top rope. Something very painful incoming. Oh, big elbow. Now picks up Aaron. Grabs her for a power bomb. Perhaps. No, wait. Something a little more creative. Oh, big snake eyes in the corner. And now pulls her out of the corner. Big swinging neck breaker. Picks her up once more, still in the corner. Good tag team wrestling and smarts by Sarah K.O.W. Oh, big power bomb. Goes for the pin off the power bomb. 1, 2, 3. Sarah K.O.W. and K.O.W. win their first women's tag team extravaganza match, putting their first 2 points on the board, and it's beautiful. After coming up short against Bad and Backwoods in the first block, also known as the A block, they finally get their first 2 points on the board. And I'm sure these two are very excited, and obviously a little bit of a heartbreak in the next round. In the next round, these two will be facing the team of Haley J and Samantha Coach in C block competition, but they do have some time to wait. Huge match, good match to start the kickoff show, and we are just 48 minutes or so away from the beginning of the K.O.W. Reign of Kings main card. You're not going to want to miss this. You're going to want to be ready to go over to twitch.tv/thepurplesherman_YT, where all of the main card action, all of the big matches, the huge matches are going to take place. And of course, obviously, congratulations to K.O.W. and Sarah K.O.W., who are now 2 points closer towards their goal of winning the K.O.W. women's tag team titles, or even an opportunity at those titles just a little bit down the line. And so it was made official last week by General Manager Sherman. Of course, Adam Mays attacking David Reich earlier this month backstage after his match against Zachary East. And it was made official last week that David Reich would have to defend his K.O.W. Infinite Championship against Adam Mays tonight at K.O.W. Reign of Kings. And of course, David Reich was not happy about that, but he is eager to put a beating down on Adam Mays, especially after this past week. Adam Mays winning their one-on-one match, and then after making a point, of course, Adam Mays, after the match, would come out, beat down Rice using the steps and hitting a chaos edge out on the outside of the ring. Unnecessary violence, but yet he did it anyway. And of course, tonight, David Reich perhaps looking for a bit of vengeance, as both of these guys have kind of gotten one up on each other. Of course, Adam Mays' initial backstage attack was a failure after David Reich beat him down and stopped his attack in the first place, making it ultimately a fail. And then obviously Adam Mays beating David Reich last week was kind of a huge ordeal. I mean, he beat the champ, and now here he is. He has a chance to do it again, and this time earn a little gold to wrap around his waist as Adam Mays takes on David Reich for the K.O.W. Infinite Championship. That's going to be our second and final match of the kickoff. You're not going to want to miss this, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, we are just 29 minutes away from the start of K.O.W. Obviously, you are watching the K.O.W. Reign of Kings kickoff show. And already tonight we've seen one amazing women's tag team extravaganza match. Obviously, victorious was Faye Obey and Sarah Gobb, knocking off Erin Cassidy and Morgan Shea in what I would say was a very good match. And still to come tonight, we have this match, Adam Mays versus David Reich for the K.O.W. Infinite Championship. Now, this rivalry has been very heated and hot because this has been not a conventional rivalry in any sort of way. This was not Adam Mays coming out asking for a chance at the title and then fighting for the chance at the title, and now he's got it. This all started after Zachary East failed to claim the number one contendership. Zachary East obviously was the runner-up, you could say, in the Infinite title battle royal to crown the first ever Infinite champion, and it would be David Reich who would eliminate Zachary East and become Infinite champion. Then, in the weeks following, Zach made a statement that he felt he should be number one contender since he was so close yet so far being the runner-up to that title, and David Reich tricked him into fighting for it in a match one-on-one against him. If he won, he would get his Infinite title number one contendership, but if he lost, he would have to get lost, as David Reich said. And of course, that is what ended up happening. Zachary East coming just a little short of the K.O.W. Infinite Championship number one contendership. Then after the match is where this rivalry really started, as Adam Mays tried to ambush David Reich backstage after his match, but ultimately that plan did fail, as David Reich would be the last man standing in that backstage encounter. Then, just this past week on Sunday's episode of K.O.W., David Reich took on Adam Mays in a one-on-one match General Manager Sherman had made, and Sherman also made tonight's match for the K.O.W. Infinite title at the same time. David Reich perhaps was looking to take Adam Mays out so he couldn't compete, but Adam Mays would be the one making the final statement with a little extra beating after the match was over. And these two have just the desire to kill each other in the ring, and so that's why this match tonight is going to be about more than just a championship or who's better, but about which of these two men can beat the living hell out of the other one. And of course, tonight, to kick off our main card, we're going to have the K.O.W. Tag Team titles on the line as the Sages of Savagery look to avenge a loss they should have never lost in the Tag Team tournament, as the Sages of Savagery get their rematch against the Neon Knights, who beat them in the second round of the tournament. Sages of Savagery said that anyone can get lucky once, but can you get lucky twice? And after the Sages of Savagery beat both members of the Neon Knights in one-on-one competition, their title match was made official for tonight at Reign of Kings. And it is a heated match that everyone's been talking about the past week. Our main event of K.O.W. Reign of Kings, which is still to come tonight. The K.O.W. World Heavyweight Champion Dylan Styles will take on Trey Dexon in a steel cage match for the K.O.W. Heavyweight Championship. And that feud and rivalry has been just fire, because Dylan overcame the odds in the first round of the heavyweight tournament, beating the monster that is Trey Dexon. Beating the monster that is Trey Dexon. Beating the monster that is Trey Dexon in the first round, being named the Beast Slayer and the man who can overcome all odds, did nothing but make Trey Dexon mad beyond belief. He believed he should have easily been handed that K.O.W. heavyweight championship, and yet he wasn't. And so he believes that it's only right that he got his rematch, and after basically threatening General Manager Sherman that if he didn't get his match, he would destroy the locker room, well, he got it. And so tonight he's going to get that match in a steel cage match in which he asked for. He said that he didn't want the world champion to run away. And so tonight they will be in a steel cage match, and the only way to win that steel cage match will be to win by pinfall or submission. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that could be a very brutal match, could be a very brutal affair, as those two will clash head to head for the biggest prize in K.O.W. And of course, we have two other matches on the card that you'll just have to wait and see what kind of action we've got for you, as those two matches will come up in the main card over on twitch.tv/the Purple Sherman _YT. And so it is going to be a momentous night. Not only first ever K.O.W. pay-per-view, but also every title on the line but the women's title, including the title that's on the line right up next. The Infinite Championship match is coming to you next, as Adam Mays looks to capture his first title, and David Reich looks to continue what is currently the longest Infinite Championship reign in K.O.W. history. These two men, great disdain for each other, and of course, these two men are looking to get the final word, you could say, in tonight's match, as they were looking to not only do some damage to one another, but also potentially take each other off the main roster due to injury. This is going to be a brutal and hard-hitting affair, I can tell you that much, just based on last week's match. And we are going to see a whole lot of bruises in the morning, because both of these men are going to feel it in the morning. And now we're going to send you down to the ring for some good old K.O.W. action. So tonight, it's a huge night for every K.O.W. superstar, as the first pay-per-view ever. Everyone wants to be victorious, including this man, Adam Mays, who had his chance in the heavyweight championship tournament, obviously falling short to, I believe David Reich himself actually was the man who he fell to in the heavyweight championship tournament, and perhaps that had a little bit to do with him coming after David Reich in the first place, feeling he cost him the world title, perhaps. Could be why this all is, or it could perhaps be jealousy that David Reich is Infinite Champion and not him. Adam Mays, also the leader of the Chaos Brigade. The only other member of the Chaos Brigade, Trey Dexon, is in the main event tonight for the heavyweight title. So we could see by the end of tonight, not one but 2 titles held by this group. This man, Adam Mays, could be Infinite Champion and David Reich, K.O.W. Heavyweight Champion. Or Trey Dexon, rather. My apologies. K.O.W. Heavyweight Champion. But in order to become K.O.W. Heavyweight Champion, well, he's going to have to beat the champ. This man. David Reich. The first ever and inaugural K.O.W. Infinite Champion. And of course, he looks to become the longest reigning Infinite Champion with a longer reign than just up to tonight. Obviously, being the first champion means you automatically have the longest reign, but he doesn't want that reign to end tonight as he looks to take on Adam Mays, and I'm sure he would not be happy to lose that title to Adam Mays. And he looks like he isn't happy anyway. I'm sure perhaps still feeling the effects of Sunday's episode of of Kings of Wrestling after Adam Mays left him in a heap on the outside of the ring. And now the Infinite Champion looks to perhaps repay him for his deeds. And look at him. Confident. And ready. Perhaps more focused. And of course, the strategy for these 2 men could be very similar. I could see both of these men just wanting to beat the living hell out of each other until one man just cannot give up, or cannot kick out, rather, of a 3 count. So now the question is, will we have a new Infinite Champion? Or will somebody be walking away still titleless? We're going to find out as David Reich defends his Infinite Championship against Adam Mays, the leader of the Chaos Brigade. And so here we go. Adam Mays and David Reich one-on-one for the Infinite title. Look at that beautiful Infinite Championship. Ah, it's so beautiful. Introducing first from Greensboro, North Carolina, Adam Mays. Looks ready and determined. Perhaps just wants to fight. And introducing the champion from Sacramento, California. He is the K.O.W. Infinite Champion, David Reich. And of course, he is the longest reigning Infinite Champion because he was the first Infinite Champion. So here we go. Giving the title to the ref. And of course, Adam Mays, he's ready. He wants that Infinite Championship. K.O.W. Infinite Championship on the line. Adam Mays, David Reich, one-on-one. Let's get it on. Oh, right out the gate. Big start. And, of course, Adam Mays wanting some separation. Oh. Sends him into the ring. And, of course, sending him into the barricade and a big neck breaker on the outside. Oh, stomps, stomps, stomps. It makes his way back into the ring. And right on David Reich instantly. A little bit of hustle in Adam Mays' step as he perhaps is looking for a quick end to this match. Could see that, but I don't think David Reich is going to let that happen. Oh, big counter. Uh-oh. No. Oh. Big belly flop. Oh. Big kick. Oh, big knee to the chest. Picks him up, but gets countered by David Reich. Oh, putting him down. And now David Reich seemingly having all the control. Big punch to the face. Has him up in a torture rack position. Before dropping him down right on his back. Adam Mays had a hot start, but it looks like his hot start has gotten quite cold. Oh. David Reich a counter. And now, big pump handle, gut buster. Wow. Already Adam Mays struggling out the gate. Oh, big kick to the calf. Now Adam Mays going up to the top rope, or David Reich rather. And he thinks twice. And now Adam Mays making his way out. And he says, no, 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 no. Oh, big backbreaker. Uh-oh, what is Adam Mays thinking? He's tearing apart the table. This can't be good. I mean, I know these guys hate each other, but this... Uh-oh. Oh, big Hurricane Rana from David Reich. Oh. Drops him on the outside. Goes back in to break up the count. David Reich counters. Oh, putting Adam Mays down. Picks him up and sends him into the ring. Perhaps Adam Mays was planning something big with that table, but... Oh! Big code breaker. Big code breaker out of David Reich. Perhaps looking for it. Putting it all away here. Could end this match quickly. Could it be Reich's end? 1, 2, 3. David Reich retains the K.O.W. Infinite Championship in a match that was a lot shorter than I think many expected, but Adam Mays was just constantly beat down, and David Reich, of course, still your K.O.W. Infinite Champion. Adam Mays coming up a little short, perhaps something he will hope to avenge now that both of these men have one equal win over each other. And there he is, still your K.O.W. Infinite Champion, David Reich. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just 10 minutes away from the start of K.O.W. Reign of Kings, and you're not going to want to miss all the action. Go ahead, make your way over to twitch.tv/thepurplesherman_YouTube, or YT rather. And there you'll be able to get all of the main card action, including the K.O.W. Heavyweight Championship match, the Tag Team Championship match, and a few more matches as well, as we look to get ready for a night of brutality and a night you're not going to want to miss at all, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to do it for the kickoff show. Go ahead, start heading over to Twitch, and we will see you there for K.O.W. Reign of Kings.